Hello everybody, welcome. It's me, John, aka Nosey, and I'm here for a brand new Transformers review. As you can see, this looks a little bit like Tarantulas. That's because it is Tarantulas. Only he's orange. Yes, this was a purchase of a friend of mine. This Tarantulas is indeed from a multi-pack. Yes, it was a Versus multi-pack for the Legacy United line that came with Tarn, Squeeze Play and Cliff Jumper. Now, I was offered this figure because a friend of mine known as the Wrecker 84, I think he goes by on YouTube, I do apologise. He wanted to get rid of this guy. He was only interested in the Tarn, the Cliff Jumper and the Squeeze Play. He didn't want Tarantulas. And he came on with me. So I already have the other Tarantulas, the Tarantulas we all know and love, but this one just intrigued me because I actually had no idea, absolutely no idea whatsoever that this was actually a variant. As a big fan of Beast Wars, I never knew there was this version, and apparently this is based on kind of like a prototype for Tarantulas, and obviously he got redesigned within the toy line, and he looked as Tarantulas looks, as we all recognise him as. So, as I'm a big fan of Beast Wars, mostly, I honestly had no idea that this was actually a thing. So, as you can see, it's exactly the same spider mode, but it's orange, and it's really, really nice. Like, I don't know how, like a gunmetal grey paint on the legs, the spider legs, and then you just got like a little hint of green accents as well underneath. So yeah, he looks really cool. As you see, he's got little silver eyes, and you see his claws here. Really, really nice. Got a bit like more like a gold paint accent in there as well. But yeah, he's really, really nice. But yeah, so it's a really nice. This figure is just awesome. This figure is absolutely awesome. It really, really is. Just look at the detail. You know, just the molded detailing in there, and it looks a little bit blander because of the colour choice, with it being such a vibrant orange, compared to like the greens with the Tarantulas that we recognise as Tarantulas. His paint scheme is much more. There's more than one, base colour on him, if you know what I mean. So a lot of the detail is more noticeable on a lot of this molded detail. I think is a bit more noticeable on the other Tarantulas. But still, I'm happy to have this. Very, very happy indeed. Quick shout out to the Wrecker. Thank you, or to John, should I say. Thank you ever so much for offering this to me. But yeah, so let's get transforming him, shall we? So to transform this guy then, just unpeg and just leave, just unpeg this clippy bit here. Just leave it as it is. And then come round these arms, you just basically bring out of, there was once here. Just bring them down, bring those legs, spider legs completely out the way. Now what you do, the legs are just simply folded up inside here. So you just take them out from here, bring them down. Now what you do is the spider head, that comes up, revealing the head, and then that comes down. Now the last thing to do is this bit here is a swivel, it swivels. So you just swivel it round, get the arms out the way a bit, bring it round. This whole back section here, as you can see, there's like a hole there. So this goes there and just simply plugs into there like that. So that creates the backpack. Bring those legs as far back as I possibly can. Just sort the legs out to look a little bit better. And there we are. As you can see, that head sculpt is hugely different to the Tarantulas we all know. Some people probably will not like it. It is strange to see Tarantulas with such a different head sculpt. It just doesn't seem. It just doesn't compute in my mind to see Tarantulas with this head sculpt or this design. But like I said, it is based on a prototype for the original toy. So by the looks of it, they were going to go with a less spider-like head sculpt originally within the prototype. So as you can see, bringing it closer, it's a nice head sculpt. There's a lot of nice detailing in that head, but it's a very interesting, this is what we could have got, people. This is what we could have got, which is just strange to me. It is nice though. So this really just reminds me very much of just a regular Transformer. Not any of the Beast formers, if that makes sense. Yeah, so obviously I'm kind of glad that they did go with the redesign to the Tarantulas head sculpt as we know it as, or recognise it as. But yeah, I think they did a good job within the Legacy line to recapture what we could have got. But it is a really nice figure, I must admit. It really is a lovely, lovely figure. Just like the other one, the articulation on him is pretty decent. You got joint, shoulder swivel. You've got forearm swivel. You've got a bend of the elbow. Head is sort of on a ball joint, but because it's a slightly different head, But yeah, it's on a ball joint. As you saw, for transformation, this goes 360. The legs for transformation as well go to about there, and they can go as far back as that again for transformation, which is pretty cool. Foot pivot. So yeah, he's got decent articulation. Well, even both of them do. They are really cool. But yeah, he's a really nice figure. I mean, I'm glad to have him. I'm glad to have this version, even though I already have the toy. But it just mind boggles me a little bit of this is what we could have got for Tarantulas, which I don't think, if this was going to be like the final decision, so they kept the prototype design, so they kept the prototype design and carried going forward. I wouldn't have disliked this choice of color scheme or head sculpt, because end of the day, that is what we got. But seeing as it was a radically different design for the head, and also the color choice as well, in the final figure product and character product and character design for the show, for instance, it's really difficult to imagine it in a way that this is what we could have got. It is cool though, I must admit. It is a nice. They've done a good job, I think, to rekindle this. We'll just try and stand him up a bit. So he comes with this saw type blaster, or just a saw. So it comes with this, which is exactly the same, no difference, just slightly different paint application to it. Gone with a lighter grey to match the spider legs, and of course it comes with his classic crossbow blaster as well. So yeah, they just simply go up and into like a little recess in the claw, and they just simply go in there really nicely. And there we are. There he is with his weapons. He really is a nice figure, I must admit, but it's still just, I found it so interesting as this is what we could have got. You know what I mean? It's just so interesting. But yeah, there we are. That is the review of Transformers Legacy United, the Versus pack Tarantulas. But anyway, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm very glad to have this. Again, a big thank you to the wrecker, John, for giving me this guy at TFN. Very happy to have him in my collection. As you know, love Beast Wars, and it'd be interesting to see if any other prototypes, any other prototype figures, like, will actually get released in the future. I mean, like I say, like, based on prototype designs, I wonder if they will actually do more other than this guy. It'll be interesting. But anyway, so thank you. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now.